There are two things missing from the WNBA right now that have become synonymous with this dump of a league. Number one, where is the activism? Where are the protests? The mother of Sophie Brunner, a former player for the Phoenix Masculines. Her mother tragically lost her life last weekend because someone who shouldn't have been in the country to begin with decided to drive while under the influence of the booze. Where are the protests? Where are the professional complainers? WNBA players are known for complaining about everything. Chartered flights, increases in minimum wage. They expect accommodations at the Four Seasons instead of the Red Roof Inn. Supposedly, the WNBA is dedicated to activism. So I'm struggling to understand how in the past 7 days, there hasn't been a single mention from the WNBA about the tragic loss of Sophie Brunner's mother. Not a single acknowledgement, not a moment of silence. The WNBA has no problem having a moment of silence in honor of Jorge Floyd, but when it comes to a former player, one of their own, losing her mother because an undocumented migrant decided to drink and drive, for the first time ever, the only thing silent in the WNBA are their voices. I wonder why. The second missing component in the WNBA right now is Angel Reese and her dozens of aliases. Has anyone seen Bayou Barbie lately? Where in the hell is Double Double Barbie? Where is the me-bound clown? It has been weeks since I have heard anything about Angel Reese. She's becoming known as the Vanishing Barbie because no one can find her. Hell, I haven't even seen Mama Reese clapping back at the haters. Mainly because the haters have been silent because Angel Reese has never been more irrelevant. Well, Casey, that is so mean. Angel hasn't vanished. She's dealing with a painful back injury. She's been carrying the Chicago Bravado all season, and the weight has been too much to bear. Angel just needs a break. A break? A break from what? In the last 4 weeks, Angel Reese has played 3 games. I'm no expert in math, but that appears to be less than 1 game a week. Unsurprisingly, all 3 games Angel Reese played in, the Chicago Bravado lost by an average of 18 points. Translation, they got their ass kicked. Supposedly, Angel Reese has been dealing with a back injury. That is the official reason for her mysterious absence. But there has been rampant speculation that this back injury isn't as serious as Angel Reese claims. And some believe that Angel Reese has quit on her team and quit on the season. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Let's go and get to the sponsor of today's video, my good friends at Chapter. One thing most people don't realize until it's too late, dealing with Medicare can be an overwhelming experience. There are countless plans, rules, penalties. Calling the government for help? Good luck with that. Fortunately, though, there is help available, and that's where Chapter steps in. Chapter is an advocate for seniors to help you choose the right plan for your needs. Chapter is completely independent, which means they're only incentivized to find the right plan for you. Uncle Casey actually tested out their services. My mom turned 65 back in January. Now, both of my parents, they already had insurance plans, but I had her call Chapter anyway. Long story short, Chapter told my parents that they already had the best plan available. There was no need for them to change. Chapter actually found them a plan that would save them a couple of $100 every month. However, Chapter explained to my parents that their current plan would save them more money in the long run. So, since they can afford it monthly, Chapter advised my parents to keep their current plan. Telling my parents to keep their current plan, that was of no financial benefit to Chapter, but that's the kind of honest service they provide. Look at it like this. If you were wrongfully sued, you're not going to court without a lawyer, right? So why would you deal with the hassle, the confusion of Medicare without an advisor on your side? Even if you already have coverage, Chapter might find you a better plan. You literally have nothing to lose. It's free. So call today, 510-279-3616, 510-279-3616. Have Chapter find the right plan for you. Headline at the Chicago Tribune. Will Angel Reese return this season? This has been devastating. How can we finish construction of our new practice facility without a steady supply of bricks? We can't do this without her. We need Angel Reese so we can win. Win? Since when has Angel Reese contributed to winning? The Chicago Bravado were routinely getting their ass kicked when she was healthy. Outside of the female Suns from Connecticut who seem to be losing intentionally, the Chicago Bravado are the worst team in the league. Well, Casey, that's not true. What about the Dallas Wankers? Yeah, the Wankers suck. But at least they have hope. At least they have a legitimate number one option in Paige Beckers. There is no hope in Chicago. Since entering the WNBA, Angel Reese has been a disaster. Her career is a flaming ass fire. And according to Jason Whitlock, Angel Reese has quit on her team. The other day, Jason Whitlock compared Angel Reese to Kawhi Leonard. Now, of course, Kawhi Leonard provides actual value. When Kawhi Leonard is on the court, you have a chance to win a championship. When Angel Reese is on the court, the only thing you're winning is the number one pick in the draft. Ironically enough, if the Chicago Bravado get the number one pick in the draft this year, they don't even get to keep it. It belongs to the Minnesota Lynx. So not only are you stuck with Angel Reese, you also don't have a draft pick so you can select a player that actually knows how to win. Jason Whitlock thinks Angel Reese has quit on the Chicago Bravado because she doesn't care about pretend basketball. I happen to agree. I've been telling you guys that pretend basketball wasn't her primary focus since she entered this toxic dump. But I think the reasoning is a bit deeper. For starters, one of the reasons there is speculation that Angel Reese has quit on her team is because she played through discomfort a couple of weeks ago. July 29th, the Bravado were playing the Washington Mythicals. Angel Reese had missed their previous 2 games because of her back injury, but she showed her determination, her commitment. She wanted to prove she was a team player. She wanted to go to battle with her teammates in this high-profile matchup against the Mythicals. Obviously, all of that is bullshit. The only reason Angel Reese agreed to play against Washington is because her grandmother was in attendance, and it was the first time Grandma would see her granddaughter clap back at the haters in the WNBA dump. Like I said, I agree with Jason Whitlock. I think Angel Reese has quit on the season. The Bravado are 8-24. They were essentially eliminated from the playoffs back in June. I'm sure Angel Reese believes that there's no reason for her to play, but I think it could be a bit deeper than that too. This is just my conspiratorial brain working here, but I'm wondering if Angel Reese is in no rush to return because she doesn't want to be blamed for declining mainstream interest in the WNBA. We've been talking about this the past couple of weeks. What are the biggest storylines right now in the WNBA? Outside of AA batteries flying on the court, gift wrapped in plastic wiener, what is there to talk about? Since Caitlin Clark has been injured, which has damn near been the entire season, but mainly since the All-Star break, there has been minimal mainstream interest in pretend basketball. Last weekend, the Indiana Felines played the Chicago Bravado in prime time on ABC. They drew 1.3 million viewers. It was the least watched game between these two teams since Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese entered the league. Guess who would have been blamed for these ratings if she was playing last weekend? Angel Reese. Guess who would be blamed for the declining mainstream interest the last few weeks if she was on the court? Angel Reese. I know this for a fact because I would be pointing it out myself. If these rumors are true, if Angel Reese has quit on her team, I look at this as a missed opportunity. This was her opportunity to prove that she could carry the WNBA. This was her chance to prove that the WNBA is more than just one player. This was her opportunity to be the center of attention, which is exactly what Angel Reese claims she wants. But I think Angel Reese knows she would not be enough. She wouldn't be able to maintain the same level of interest with Caitlin Clark not playing. We already have proof of this. Just look at what happened earlier this year with Unrivaled. Angel Reese was the biggest star in the league, and they weren't even the most watched show on their own network. Unrivaled consistently got their ass kicked in the ratings on TNT by something called AEW, which is a secondary pretend wrestling show where dudes who weren't good enough to be in WWE take out their aggression on each other with passionate ass spanking. That garbage drew a larger audience than Angel Reese and Unrivaled. According to ESPN, Angel Reese is likely out for the season. I think the Chicago Bravado will fire head coach Tyler Marsh at the end of the season. Now, if that happens, it will be the second head coach that Angel Reese has gotten fired. I'm just wondering how long it's going to take for the Chicago Bravado to realize that Angel Reese is the problem. Give me your thoughts on this. Has Angel Reese quit on her team? Or do you think her back injury combined with the Bravado's embarrassing record, do you think that combination is going to keep her out the rest of the season? Which one is it? You tell me. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys later.